Hello, how are you? Welcome to today's video, and I'm going to be covering my 101 films collection. So, got quite a few, got a lot of the limited editions, you know, the black label, got some red label stuff, quite a lot of 101 films. I've got them all in front of me here on the table. So what I'm going to do is just show you guys what I've got, because I don't think I've done a full 101 films collection. If I did, it was when it was rather small, when I first started the channel. So let's go forward with it. So we'll start with this one from let's have a look at the year 1985. It's a fun creature feature, Ghoulies. You know, it's a bit of a cheap horror, but it's lots of fun, and the Ghoulies are quite endearing. And then of course I've got Ghoulies 2, which I haven't even unsealed yet. I need to get around to that. Another good one I have from 101 Films is Lord of Illusions, a Clive Barker one. Really good film this is. Still sealed actually, my 101 Films edition. And then I have one here starring Robert Englund, but it's not a Freddy Krueger film because 101 Films haven't released any Nightmare on Elm Street stuff, but it's the Phantom of the Opera on the red label. Still sealed, never watched this one either. So I need to get around to that, see a bit of Robert Englund in Phantom of the Opera. If anyone's seen that, do let me know in the comments what to expect, or if it's any good or not. I'll still watch it regardless. But anthology film here, Nightmares, not bad. Couple of good segments. The arcade machine segment's decent. The other ones are okay. Didn't mind Nightmares at all. It'll definitely stay in the collection. One I watched on Shudder, which is The Headhunter. This is a very linear movie. I think this is 72 minutes. It's a pretty short one. You know, setting kind of like a mythology kind of thing, like set in sort of what appears to be a medieval time. You know, this guy collects monsters' heads and things, of monsters he's slain. Yeah, The Headhunter, not bad at all. Get that one at a good price as well if you look around and, you know, shop around. Another really good one, which is kind of like a romance horror, which is Spring. I turned the sleeve around and went for this one, but great release from 101 Films. When they released it a few years back, I was really happy they did Spring. Watched it first on Shudder, but basically it's kind of like a romance, horrific mermaid tale. So yeah, do check out Spring if you haven't, because it's enjoyable. Cherry Falls, this one's pretty good. Who does it star? Brittany Murphy and others, a part of the cast. It's a slasher, pretty cool. Some persons murdering virgins, and that's the way the story goes. So pretty interesting one, that one. Monster Man, I did enjoy. Monster Man's a lot of fun. Basically got this Monster Man going around in a big, I forget what you call them now, monster truck, quite simply. Yeah, and he's trying to kill people on the desolate open roads. Yeah, really fun Monster Man. There's a little look at the back. Just a quick fire video, guys. Just wanted to show some 101 film stuff, show them a bit of love, because they are really good. Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. Don't like this movie at all, but I just had to sort of complete my Silent Night, Deadly Night collection, because I've got the Vestron of the other 3 films in this series, and I've got the first one from Scream Factory, and I'll probably get, I say probably, I will be getting the 4K at some point. I know it's released in December. I'll try for December, but yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. The problem is the first 40 minutes is mainly flashbacks with new scenes interwoven. I'd have just rather seen a more linear film without the flashbacks. Maybe a quick 5 minutes of flashbacks, not the whole 40 minutes dragged out. But anyway, Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. Late Phases. This is brilliant werewolf movie about a retired guy, you know, trying to stop a werewolf in his gated community. Yeah, very interesting one. Got one on 101 Films, Agfa line here, and that's Effects. This stars Tom Savini, which is great, because I always love to see Tom Savini. Showing a quick look. Joe Pilato as well is in there. But yeah, really fun sort of movie about a snuff tape. Definitely worth a look. There's a little look on the back. Death Dream, fantastic movie from Bob Clark. Can't go wrong with Death Dream. Tells the tale of a soldier who's been his corpse has been reanimated, and he comes back and to his family, and something's not quite right, and they've got to try and uncover what it is. Onto the black label now, Existence. David Cronenberg movie set in the future. You know, Another good one involving technology is like Videodrome. Yeah, good movie. I have to maybe get that Vinegar Syndrome 4K at some point. One release from this year's, and it's this year, not this year's. I'm just a bit ropey. And that's Alligator 1 and 2. This is a lovely set. The artwork wraps around. You've got the 4K of the first Alligator, and then you've got Alligator 2, The Mutation, on Blu Ray and a book. Lovely release from 101. Another top release from 101 Films from a couple of years ago, and that's Ghost Watch. This is the nice set. You get your book and your art cards, as well as really thick. Michael Parkinson, made for TV movie on BBC in the early 90s. Spooky stuff and a lot of fun. It's ideal one for Halloween, Ghost Watch. Mansion of the Doomed, I did like this one. I've not watched the 101 Films Blu-ray yet. I watched it first on Shudder, you know, vetted it prior, and then I decided to buy it. Yeah, lovely release. They've also, they were a more like, they've gone the kind of shiny matte, like, no, shiny glossy finish now on their slips, which they never used to do. It used to just be like a sort of glossless finish, but now they've gone all glossy, and I do like them. I do like them. The Last Broadcast, one of the early found footage movies, predating the Blair Witch Project. I don't really like it, but I wanted it in the collection just because I'm a bit of a found footage enthusiast, and I just thought I do need this one in the collection so I can try and see if it'll grow on me if I rewatch it a few times. So, The Last Broadcast. I think that one's from 1997, so it does predate the Blair Witch by a couple of years. 1998, so it predates the Blair Witch by a year, but I think the Blair Witch was in the works as this one come out, so the Blair Witch might have been being made earlier than The Last Broadcast, but the release, as far as releases go, this was released before the Blair Witch. Another one with the nice glossy finish, unopened, I've never watched it. Meat Cleaver Massacre, and I believe Christopher Lee's in this one. Yep, Christopher Lee is in there. Meat Cleaver Massacre. Another one which I have seen but I've not opened, and that's The Brain. This is fantastic. Great 80s great 80s creature feature. Very schlocky, very fun. Do give it a go because this one was good. It's on Amazon at one stage, on Amazon Prime. That's the way I watched it. Then a couple of years ago I picked up this set, which I haven't opened yet, but I will be getting around to that when I sort of, at the minute I'm trying to go through my collection and sort of curate a bunch of rewatches, so we will get there. The limited edition, these are all limited editions I'm showing now, by the way. The limited edition of Prom Night starring Jamie Lee Curtis. This is a fun one. Is it the best film in the world? No. Is it really good? Yes, it's okay. I wouldn't say it was even really good. I just like it. It's got a pretty cool soundtrack, you know, the Prom Night song. Prom Night, yeah. Fun slasher, though, you know, nonetheless. I'd probably put it in the same sort of tier as, like, Happy Birthday to me. You know, fairly good average, like, slashers. Not exactly the top tier and the top echelon of, like, slasher movies, but it's damn good. Class of 1984, I did enjoy this one. There's a look at limited edition. You get a book and a Amory case in there with the disc. Bunch of miscreants, you know, winding up the teachers, causing havoc and chaos in the school. And, you know, the teacher, one of the teachers who's been targeted by the group has got to fight back. And it's an interesting watch, that one. Here's a fun one. Tammy and the T-Rex. Now, I did enjoy this. This is the 101 Films release, not to get confused with the Vinegar Syndrome releases. I think they did a 4K as well, but I'm happy with this film on Blu-ray. I mean, I don't really need Tammy and the T-Rex on 4K myself. Fair play if you have. Great film, lots of fun. Denise Richards is in there. Paul Walker from Fast and the Furious. It's a lot of fun. Basically, he has an accident. His brain's taken out of his head, placed into an animatronic robotic T-Rex who befriends Denise Richards' character, and he's going around getting revenge on all the people who have wronged him and things like that. But lots of fun taming the T-Rex. You've got the beautiful artwork, like so. I think this limited edition's out of print now, but you can get a standard from 101. And another absolutely fun one that's probably also been released by Vinegar Syndrome, but this is the 101, and that's Spookies. I love the score to Spookies as well. I'd love to get hold of the score. Really fun soundtrack, the music that kicks in. But Spookies, it's all over the place. Madness, it's weird. It's got a great documentary on here as well, feature length. That is called, The Unmaking of Spookies, I believe. But yeah, lots of fun, lots of great creature effects and zombie action, really silly and all over the place. I mean, it's quite a tough one to get a sort of meaningful narrative out of, but it's just all over the place and fun, and that's the whole point of Spookies. It's just a good time. Now, one I would like to rewatch, and I really did enjoy it, and that is The New Kids. Basically, this brother and sister being taunted by the local bullies. They've got to fight back. There's good fairground scenes and things like that. It's set in like small town America, I think, in some small town or something. Yeah, lots of fun. Really enjoyed The New Kids. Great movie. So happy to have had this one. I sometimes forget I have it, but I did kind of hold this in high regard. It was a good one. And then finally, for my 101 Films collection, I have David Cronenberg's Rabid in this lovely edition. I've never seen Rabid. It's one David Cronenberg movie I haven't got to yet, but I will be cracking it open soon. It's still in the seal and everything, but there you go. There's all my 101 Films collection. Yeah, fantastic label from the UK. They've got the Slumber Party Massacre 4K of 1 and 2 coming out in a set on Monday, which I pre-ordered, so unboxing and review of that coming probably Monday for the new one from 101 Films. They've recently released the classic animation Fern Gully. They've got some great things. They've got the Stone Tapes coming out, which looks very interesting. They just announced Elvira's Haunted Hills. I've got the Scream Factory set, which is lovely. But at least we're getting Elvira's Haunted Hills, the sequel to Elvira, Mistress of the Dark in the UK from 101 Films. Fantastic label. And another good thing about 101 Films is they're not overly expensive. They're actually within a good price range. They're affordable and stuff. You don't have to basically cripple your wallet and make it tearful. Anyway, that's my 101 Films collection. Thanks for watching. Comment down below if you have any comments to make. Give us a like if you can, please. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. That's always greatly appreciated. The better the channel does, the better the content will be. That's just how it goes. I'm sure you're aware of that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great weekend and watch loads of scary movies. Bye.